what you want to do is go to Google and type ndca.org. This will give you the list of all the dance competitions that's available. Okay, so you do that, and then when you go, this is the home page. Then you will click on events, and then you will click on competition calendar. Now, as you can see, this is a multiple day comp. See, one starting on Wednesday, continue to Saturday, Sunday, right? So you want to look for something one day. And for example, this is one day. It's just one day, right? Let's say I were to do this one, for example. I click on it, and you're gonna see where the comp is being held, right? It's a one-day comp, November 11th. It also is the island in Destin, so which is, in Florida. So if you are close to this area, then that would be a good option. Then you go to the website. Now, when you look at the website, you want to see a couple of things. First, you want to see a couple of things. You want to take a quick look at the website because this is your first comp, right? You want to be familiar to the comp website. First, the location, where it's going to be. How far is it from where you are? Is it driving distance? Normally, if I'm doing a one-day comp local, a couple hours is acceptable. From 30 minutes to 2-3 hours is okay. So anything more than that is becoming too much. But because what happens is, if a comp is hours, like 5 hours away, normally you will need to spend the night before. It's gonna require hotels before and after. But if it's only an hour, then you can actually drive the same day. So that's the benefit of doing a one-day comp, is that you don't necessarily need a hotel. So then you go to the event form and info. Okay, event forms. You can also look at the schedule. You can click on it, and see, you click on it, you look at all the stuff like that. I don't want to make the video too long, but you will click at the schedule, okay? And you event forms, like that, and you can print out the form. In the form, there are a couple of things that you want to have. You want to know about the category. I don't want to, hold on. This is, when you click on it, this is what it comes out. You can print it and study it. This is what you need to know. When you feel, because this is your first competition, you have to look to your student as if you know what you're talking about, okay? So first, you're gonna need a pro NDCA number. You have to register with the NDCA. Also, your students, they have to be registered as well. So see NDCA number, you have to do that. And then this is for your student. Basically, male or female. If you are a male, you put your name here and you circle pro and you put the NDCA number. If you are a female instructor, you put your name here and you circle pro and you put your NDCA number. Now, your student also, if it's a male, you do the same thing, except you circle AM, and you still have to put the NDC number. I think at this time of the video, the fee for student is $25 for the students per year, and for the pro, I think it's $75. I'm not sure, because my category is 100. I paid because I have multiple titles. So I am registered as a competitors, as a judge, as a scrutiny. So I do have multiple. So mine is a bit more. But yeah, find out. When you go to NDCA website, you can find out. like that. So yeah, put all the studio information. The studio, if you don't have a physical studio, you put your name, okay? And you put your address. That's your studio, okay? Then the multiple dance age category. This is very important. Let's say your student is 35. Well, 35, she can be an A, okay? If she is 40, she will be a A2. But when you are A2, you can also do A1. For example, if you have a student that is 40 and she's dancing a lot, like she can do two age group, okay? You can always go down, but you cannot go up, meaning that if you're 40, you cannot do B, which is 50 plus, okay? And also you can check contested or uncontested. So first time student, I do a number of uncontested, and I usually do half and half to just check where she is, you know. Now look at the category. First time people should be doing a newcomer category, okay? If you do American Smooth, which I suggest, in American Rhythm, if you are brand new to as a new instructor, stay away from international and Latin unless you have training in them, okay? But your first time as a competitors, if you are a new instructor, I would say do a waltz, a tango, and foxtrot, and then a cha-cha, rumba, swing, you know, the American style like that. So those are the categories: newcomer, pre-bones, intermediate, and full bones. See, those are 4 levels of the bones category, like that. Then also they have the open category, which you should not be doing that on your first time, because you know your student is new. I wouldn't want to do open category with a new student, right? So I stay in the closed category. You know, build the basics until they feel comfortable. So basically that's what I wanted to explain, the form. So you study the form, okay? You print it out. Some organizers don't have the form on the website. So what you have to do is to call the organizer and say, introduce yourself, and ask them to, you know, give you a link to print out the form. And sometimes they might ask you for your email address so that they can email them to you, okay? And then you must print it before you present it to your student, okay? So now you have the form, you know everything about the form. You have to make sure the entry is gonna be sent before the time, okay? Entry due by a certain date. Make sure you have everybody ready for that. Your part as an instructor is to explain everything to the students so that they know what it's gonna cost, how much you're gonna charge them, and how many entries they're gonna be doing. So what I suggest, if you are a new instructor, there are a couple of ways to do that. You can charge per dance, and you can charge per day. So a flat fee for me works better. I usually charge a flat fee, but also my flat fee has I will call somebody's flat fee is gonna be different. I have a sliding scale. Let's put it this way. I have a sliding scale. A student doing 1 to 30 entry, I charge a certain number of dollars. Let's say, for example, $500 for the day. If they're doing from 50 and to 100, I charge them more. If they're doing more than 100, I charge them more. Okay, so for the entry, everybody's different. You can have a sliding scale. How much you're gonna charge per dance. You can charge per dance or per entry. A flat fee works better for most people. For example, you can say, I'm going to charge, for example, for a brand new instructor, I will charge at least $300 to $400 a day to start with, okay? And they have to know they're gonna pay for you to dance at the dance competition. Number one. Number two, they have to pay for your expenses. Your job is to explain to them all that, okay? So it's important and you have to plan that in advance. So basically, this is an example of how many entry. So basically, after you print out the form, and you can decide for the student how many entry they're gonna do and how much it costs per entry, because they don't know that. So you have to explain to them. Not every competition give you the price. For example, this one, they might not tell you upfront what it is. It might not be on the website how much per entry. You have to contact the organizer, either by, contact the organizer, and so that you have the form that has the price in them. Because right now you don't know. You have the poem entry form, but you don't know how much they are. Some organizer charges, I would say, um, $35 per dance, some 40, some 45, some 50. So you don't know. So you have to get the form. To get the form is to contact the organizer, and they will email you the link to print the price list, because the price list is not gonna be on the website. For example, if I click on this one and I click on the website, I click on the entry form to see. Okay, this is the entry form. This is the hotel package and attendance fee. All these you have to print them out and explain to the student how they work. For example, this is the one you might not be able to see. Team Mastery, the summer accounting form. When you click on this one, you see it comes with a password protected. That's why this is the one that has a price. The price is not visible on the website. You have to contact the organizer to give you the passcode so that you can print out, which you're gonna need, because you cannot charge your student unless you know how much the organizer is gonna charge you. Okay, so you have to print out the form and explain to the student how much they cost, and and go over there with that. And also the hotel package and attendance fee. Let's see if that shows. Yep, same thing. It doesn't show. You have to print out, contact your organizer basically to get this type of form. So, okay.